I don't really know what the future holds or where we want to go other than we're just out spreading love and having fun doing it. I'm Patch. This is Knucklehead. I've had him for 2.5 years. He is 2.5 years old. I got him when he was about 4 weeks old. He is a blue Razor's Edge pit bull. So how I got Knucklehead is I was actually going to church one morning by myself because I was on the safety team, and it was like early in the morning, and I drove past this van, and this lady was in there and popped her head up real quick, and I did not want to stop. And I drove past and turned around and came back and ended up helping the lady put a spare tire on her car. And she said that she'd been there all night with her babies and went in the back to put her spare tire in and pulled a crate of puppies out. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to deal with this. I mean, literally 2 weeks before that, I had just put my other pit bull that I had of 13 years down. So that was kind of rough that morning. He's gone everywhere with me, job sites. Customers always love him and stuff. And I guess that's kind of where we started figuring out he was unique, because one day I turned around and he's literally at the top of the ladder looking at me. And that kind of freaked me out. But we've had to adjust to it, and I think he's doing better with it than I am. I kind of get really nervous whenever he does anything. It took some adjusting for the motorcycle or for him to climb up ladders and stuff, because it's just like a kid. You're more nervous for them than the kids are of really figuring out there's danger about. Yeah, so renovating our church, we figured out he likes anything that flies, including wasps. He kept getting in the wasp nest, and Pastor Steve thought it was the funniest thing that he'd come over there and his face be all swole up, but it would not stop him from eating the wasps. Well, not just wasps, he loves frogs and stuff. He's got this one little special hole out in the yard that's got frogs in it. He'll run out there and literally stick his nose in the water and just blow bubbles at the frogs until they come up. It's pretty funny. He started riding motorcycles with me after many times of me going out and coming home and my wife saying he was sitting there crying for literally 8 hours or so that I'd be gone. And, my heart couldn't take it that he was wanting to be with me that long, so I finally was like, let's jump on the back of the bike, and he did, and when he did, we went around the block, and he's been riding ever since. I went to Lowe's and bought him a couple little plastic boxes and cut them out different shapes and stuff, and we found the one that fit just right, and then made him aluminum box, and he's been in that box, I guess, right at a year and 13,000 miles in that box. I believe he likes riding on the dirt bike more just because that's what he started with. I mean, it is a little bit slower, and we do have more time together because I do let him off and he gets to run through the woods for about 3 miles, and then I literally have to stop him because he's going to die of running himself ragged. But other than that, he definitely likes the twisty turnies. He doesn't like riding straight. He gets bored with it. So when we get to go up to the tail of the dragon and stuff, he definitely likes that a lot more. He loves riding the tail of the dragon so much, we probably rode it 350 times last year. And we've only been riding a year. So, yeah. You want to go ride it now? I think he knows. You do, don't you? Yeah. No, he is definitely not leashed in. That's probably the number one question we get is, do you hook your dog up? I don't want him hooked up in there just in case somebody pulls out in front of me. He would be strapped to a fiery ball of mess, and it's just like my kids. If they can't hold on, I don't want them to ride with me. So, well, when we started riding and just kind of telling people like, hey, I threw a pit bull on my motorcycle, people are like, no way, I want to see that. So I started out with my cell phone and just kind of put it on the motorcycle and started filming, and next thing you know, more people wanted to see it, so I bought some good cameras and just started sticking it up on YouTube, and one thing led to another, and he went viral. Right now we run a GoPro 360 Max on the back, and then we had a GoPro 10 that we would put on different spots, but it fell off on Tail of the Dragon, so if anybody finds a GoPro 10 on the Tail of the Dragon, it's ours. You can keep the footage, we just want the camera. His first viral video was a motorcycle accident we caught on Tail of the Dragon, where a motorcycle crossed the yellow, and it was a head-on motorcycle collision. And that went viral, blew up last August, September. And we did kind of good on that. But then this last spring, a video of him climbing a ladder really blew up. And that's really what just took him over the edge. I think it was like 38 million views in less than a month. We actually picked up a food sponsor, so his food diet has changed. He's actually probably eating better than I am now. Other than that, he really doesn't know anything other than just loving and kissing on kids. So he's just loving life. He don't know no different. Now that we have a microphone that people actually want to hear what we have to say, we want to help out some different veteran organizations. We have one right now, GI Garage Limited, that we donated a motorcycle to. They are in the process of painting it and getting it ready for a raffle. You guys can go online to Give Butter 78 Shovelhead and buy raffle tickets for that. We will definitely love donations or whatever. And we don't really understand why we have a microphone that we do, other than it needs to point back towards God. And whatever He ends up giving us, that's what we're going to shout about. So I don't know what other charities or organizations that we will be involved with, but that's what we're looking for now.